All right, this is this week's announcements on March 25th. Just for the class, we've already posted a link for the mini lecture for word of mouth, building word of mouth advocates. So please take a look at that and watch that. It's about 14 minutes long, considerably less than what class time normally is. So you can certainly afford to do that. I want to walk through a couple things. So some of you may have been asking the question, is the midterm due today? No, it's not. It's due next week, April 1st, by the start of class time, our normal class time, which would be 7 o'clock. So you're going to go to your assignments, go look up the startup marketing plan. You've hopefully have already been working on this because there's a lot of content in here that you got to cover, and so you don't want to be playing catch up. But really, it's real simple. There's 10 item points in here, besides the bonus one, the extra credit one. So just cover each of these. And if you need, you can just simply title each section with, okay, this is the executive summary. This is the core story. This is how I'm going to do it, or my revenue model, my target customers. You can do it that way, or you can do it using the business model canvas, which we've gone through many times in class. You can use that to cover at least the executive summary and then break those other parts out. At least have these words in here so that it's easy for the grader to find that. This is a section right here, competition, that a lot of people don't spend enough time on. You really need to take some time, look for competition, similar places, if it's a restaurant, if it's a clothing brand, whatever it is. You've got to find the most similar competition. Even if you say there isn't any, there is. Find it and document it. Give details, give examples, websites, whatever it is. What's their pricing, all that stuff. This is an area where if you lack on, it makes a very weak marketing plan. You can draft up a logo, and you can use that in the next project, which is the marketing flyer as well. And if you don't have time for that, you can just simply talk about the brand name and go into detail on that. So see if it's available. U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, the local Washoe County DBA list. Look it up and find out if your name is available, and then look up the domain name. So go through all these details. One thing to be sure of is to make sure that your plan is easy to read, that it has pictures and images and not just a bunch of text and writing. And if you are going to have a lot of text and writing, use bold and underline and italics. Use things to help separate and make it quick to find things and sort through. If you were turning this into someone for funding, or to a bank, or to a partner, or to a shopping center you want to sign a lease on, they don't want to have to search. They want to be able to read it very clearly. When everyone has turned this in, Web Campus is going to, so you'll turn it in on this page here, but Web Campus will send you 2 and possibly 3 other submissions for you to review, critique, and grade. So this is your chance to grade someone else. You'll be anonymous to them. I'll be able to see it, but you'll be anonymous to them, and you'll just follow this grading scale. So the executive summary and all of that, I give you suggested points, 15, 10, 5, based on quality and what has been put in there. This is for later, so this really is next week. This will count as your attendance points for next week's class. This week's class, with all the stuff going on and things like that, I'm just going to give full credit to everyone regardless. But when we have these grading sessions, and there will be about 3 more left, this will be your form of attendance, so you'll definitely want to submit the grades, review, and take the time to actually read it and review it and give a good, honest grade to a fellow student. Other than that, I've also had some questions. I think you got the email, the message on Web Campus that here's how we're going to do online. We're going to have a series of videos, and I'm also going to post some files that I've already been sharing with people. But if you go here and go into files, one file that would be good for you, this PowerPoint presentation, is a customer experience and buyer journey map. And read through this. This is something I was planning on doing in a lecture today or last week at least. And this is really helpful. And especially with the buyer journey map, you can get some real good examples of what they look like. And anyway, this was put together in our class from a guest speaker, actually, and I've added to it from a couple years ago, and it's really helpful. There'll be some other files I'll let you know about. I'll send you, obviously, the link to this video and the mini lecture, and there'll be more lectures to come. Everything else in class, we will play it as it goes along and see what we can do to get up there. So I will hopefully see your submission soon, at least next week. And just be watching these videos and the files.